Hi, welcome 10, and my name is Will. Today's video we will talk about some features of State Grid investment project here in Australia. We will take you through what's the common advantages of the State Grid investment, and also the organizational challenges they are facing when they invest here. And at last, we will also talk about how Australian institutional constitutions can impact them when they invest here. And now I will hand over to Rachel.
Today I'll be talking about the advantages of State Grid operating in Australia and through their Australian subsidiary. One of the first advantages of State Grid operating in Australia is that they bring a large network of expertise, knowledge and skill to the Australian economy. The second advantage is that they improve the overall power supply in Australia. The third and most important sector and advantage of State Grid operating in Australia is the technology and innovation sector. An example of this is their clean energy march towards a global energy internet and through their constant work in clean energy smart grids.
In terms of the organizational change, the Australian subsidiary may face 2 points. First, in general, China is a high context country, while Australia is a low context country. Also, according to the House State Culture Dimension data, China has a pretty high score in the power distance compared to Australia, and Australia scores pretty high in the individualism, while China is more collectivism. So in this way, both the Australian and the Chinese employees may find it difficult and uncomfortable working with each other. Second point, China has a pretty high score in the long-term orientation compared to Australia, so this may cause divisiveness when the Australian subsidiary making long-term development strategy.
When we're talking about the institution constraints in Australia, I think the most challenging things to State Grid is the limitation of the new board members, and here is the example. In 2013, State Grid got approval from local government to purchase the 60% of the shares in SPIAA through the acquisition. However, the government also said at least 50% of the new board members appointed in SPIAA must be resident Australian. This is the condition of the deals. So it's not difficult to see that Australian government try to protect the local company through the rules.
So this is the end of our discussion. Thank you for listening.